Driver of the vehicle, step out. Gun, 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 gun! Recently, I'm high as hell. There it is. Okay. That's the way you want to play it. Go ahead and get out of the car for me. Dude, this is where you're stopping. Get the hell out of the way. Get your rifle. And he is definitely not holding it together. Hello everybody, SoCal Thero here, welcoming you back to another episode of Car Mechanic Simulator. Today we are going to be working on the last car that I had the motor pre-made for that I mentioned in the McLaren episode and the Mercedes. And that's going to be for the minivan here, the Dodge, I think it's a Grand Caravan or just Dodge Caravan. I don't know minivans at all. Grand Caravan SXT. No idea what that means. Like I said, I'm not a minivan guy, so I have no idea. But anyways, as you see, we got most of the engine put together here. We're gonna go, or the engine bay area put together rather. Let's go. Oops, let's don't take that out. Go ahead and put. And oh, I don't have the air filter. Okay. There is parts of this that I probably won't have, so it won't go as quick as the Mercedes and the McLaren episodes. So we will see. I should have some of it anyways, like this. And then, like I said before, I have the engine. The engine's already ready to go in. I just have to drop it in there. I just want to get these piece of crap pieces out of the way. Let's go ahead and install it. I didn't do any performance mods to the engine just because it's, I mean, let's just be honest. It's an engine, or it's not an engine. It's a minivan. I was thinking about doing a sleeper van, but there's just, it didn't have an engine swap option in it, which is what I really wanted to do. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna make our super van over there the sleeper car, because if you look, the swap options are ridiculous. You can even put I think you can put pretty much anything in here. I think I saw V12 something. Yeah, so I'm definitely going to put a V12 in this thing, even if it's clipping and doesn't look legit. And, yeah, we'll go from there. But, for today's episode, like I said, we're working on the minivan. We already got the engine put in, so we're going to put it up in the air right now. And we'll start final assembly here of the suspension. Nope, don't have that. Do have that. I do have these, but those came off of the super van, the damaged ones. I already went through and tore it down. I still gotta, just because I tore that one down though, doesn't mean I'm not gonna do the, or I'm gonna do it over the S2K. I still will build the S2K before I work on that one, so no worries. You won't have to wait an extra episode here for the S2K if that's what you want to see. It'll come out first still. Go ahead and get little bits of this suspension done. Just making sure it doesn't need anything that goes over here. Front suspension crossmember B. Let's go ahead and do that. I can get to it. There we go. Front suspension crossmember B. Looks like I might be running out of bushings too. Did I see that right? Inner rod, outer rod, or the axle knuckle rather, and then or the wheel knuckle, and then let's do the shock. Whoops, that's the wrong one. Obviously, it's all damaged. I didn't think the super van was gonna. To be honest, I didn't even think the super van had front suspension on it. I didn't know what they did with the mod, but just to kind of give you guys a little heads up, if you're looking for that one too, for that episode, the oh yeah, I'm out of rubber bushings. The super van has the complete. It has 4 wheels on the front, which makes no sense whatsoever. But they're really tiny, like really tiny. Like all 5. I won't be able to do a star pattern on it. Let's just say that. When I was taking it apart, all 5 lugs were coming out at the same time. They were so tiny, so that's the reason why I do have suspension components that are broken like that, because I had no idea that it had a suspension. It's like pretty much all of that stuff, just to make the mod look more like the real thing, is all like jammed together and really tiny, so it looks like it's only one. That's why it's like that. Like, see, I have 4 wheels here and they're all jacked up too. But these are the wheels and tires that we're putting on our minivan today. So Soccer Mom's gonna be riding safe here and taking the kids to school, or taking the kids to soccer practice or whatnot here. Put this wheel hub bearing on, and then this cap. I'm gonna be honest. Well, actually, I guess I could discuss it a little bit with you guys, and you guys could let me know down in the comments below what you think. I think minivans, as much as I clown on them, and people do too, about like, oh, a soccer mom van, this and that, they're actually pretty practical when you think about it. Like, yeah, they don't look great. I mean, like, in this day and age where we have SUVs now, but when you think about it, like, people don't realize this, but an SUV, all an SUV is a, oops, I needed to be in here. Which gearbox do I need? Let's see. Gearbox B, V6B. Gearbox B, V6B. There we go. And like I said, you guys can disagree with me or let me know your thoughts too, but an SUV really, to me, is only a station wagon that's lifted. And if you're going to make fun of a van, I mean, you can make fun of a station wagon too, just as easily as being like a family car. But, I guess just because of the ruggedness of an SUV, it's just that much cooler, so it's more acceptable in society today where they don't make fun of it. But front exhaust section C. Let's see here. Front exhaust section C. I think this is the only one I think that I have, so we're gonna see if we get lucky there. And then I need a catalytic converter, and we'll go from there. But yep, okay, I got lucky there, and I happened to catch that one when I was looking. So middle muffler, rear muffler V8, and exhaust pipe. Okay, so exhaust pipe, rear muffler V8, and middle muffler. Where you at? There you go. But yeah, I mean, you can argue it all you want, but really SUVs are just lifted station wagons, which people make fun of them too, saying that they're family cars. So really, you can't really look at a minivan and go, hey, yeah, that's like old-fashioned, that's typical, like, I have a family kind of car, not cool enough or whatever. Like, for, like, you to be driving around and impress other people, but, like an SUV would. But when you think about it, though, a minivan, I mean, you can fit more people in it comfortably than you would an SUV. Like, SUVs these days, yeah, they have the extended version of stuff, and yeah, you can get people to fit back there, but it's not really comfortable. I mean, have you guys ever, like, you guys can let me know again, have you guys sat in, like, the third row of an SUV that's not an extended version, like a, Expedition EXT, or like a, an extended, like a Suburban or something like that? It's not very comfortable, at least for me anyways, and I'm not a tall person either. I'm like 5... Oh, how tall am I? I think I'm like 5'8", 5'9". I'm not that tall. And I'm just like, you know, for comfort-wise, I don't really mind a minivan. That's not to say, though, that I would want to drive one. So, I don't know if you want to call me a hypocrite or what, but as practical as a minivan is, and as great as they are on gas mileage over an SUV, I think I would still want an SUV either way, just for the appearance factor, because I fall on that boat. I understand it. I mean, you're not going to, like, on the weekend, if you're like an off-road enthusiast, you could take an SUV out there and do that, and, I mean, have your fun, and then come back and take your kids to school if you need to. But when you're, like, and that's something you can't do with a minivan, but if you're, like, sitting there going, hey, you know what, gas prices suck, I'm just, like, spending all my money on gas, it's like, well, kind of your own fault in my eyes. I mean, you have to have this image of using an SUV, whereas, and Don't get me wrong, SUVs have come a long way since when they first started hitting the market. They've gotten so much better on gas mileage and whatnot. So like I could see where like gas mileage might not be a thing these days. But before, when people complained about it, I'm like, well, you're the one that wanted that, and you don't have to have that. Like, I don't know. It just kind of seemed excessive to me. But again, you guys can let me know in the comments below what you think or about that subject. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. It's just some side thinking, I guess you can say, from SoCal Thero, kind of to ponder. But me personally, I mean, I've been in minivans before. There ain't nothing wrong with them. Riding in them, driving one, I probably want to. Oops, that's the that's the super van's wheels and tires. And all beach crap. And they're extremely small for this thing. Let's get to the other side here. I don't... Actually, let me check over here real quick. I don't think I need anything. Yeah, that's good. So it's just this other side. But yeah, I don't know. That's just my thought on it. Like, I know everybody's got this image that they want to be in, like, this nice SUV and then instead of a minivan so they can take their family around comfortably. Which, don't get me wrong. Like, if you have a smaller family where you don't need that third row seat, SUVs will do just fine. I know they have a lot of space and you can still get by with it just fine. But like if you got a bigger family where you need to utilize that third row, SUVs just don't seem to do it for me. Even the extended ones, because they got to climb over stuff. Whereas a minivan, usually a seat will move or slide, and then you'll be able to just go out the sliding rear door instead. Making sure I have enough components here. Oh, I'm out of rubber bushings again. Just buy a bunch. Gonna eat my game's frames alive, but oh well. There we go. And we'll be good for the S2K and the Super Van. Super Van did have some, like I said, it did have quite a bit of suspension components from what I was taking off. I don't know if there was stuff that was missing. Usually, in this game, suspension components are not missing when you go to a junkyard, so it's not a big deal, but it might have been different in this case. Alright, let's get the... Oh my god, that's like right in my face. There you go. So, you can say this is more or less just a restoration project of a minivan, because I didn't really do anything fancy with it. There's no... Oh, I forgot the starter. Let's put the starter in it. I thought I had done that. Oh, you know what? Maybe not, because I didn't... Let's see. Yeah, I didn't turn the motor when I had it on the engine stand and I was building it. Okay, let's see how we look now. Alright, everything looks good there. It's time for exterior, so let's go ahead and lower it down. And you know what? We'll actually put it in the paint booth so we can assemble the exterior in there. So let's move this to the paint shop. And then we got a slot here now so we can bring another car down from our garage. I have a couple cars in my parking garage that I've already bought at the junkyard, and I plan on using for recordings here. Why it's like that. Alright, let's go to... Nope, Dodge ain't gonna cut it. Let's do Grand. Let me see if just Grand will do... Okay, there we go. Grand Caravan. It's actually pretty cool. It's got some different things you can buy. Wait a second. Are those Hellcat Fenders? You can make a Grand Caravan Hellcat Fender. There it is. And a Scat Pack one. And I'm assuming that says Hemi. I can't really tell. My god. I think actually, now that I think about it, I think I did buy these parts. Let me see. Yeah, I did. Okay. Lift this hood open because I don't... Oh, no, never mind. There's nothing in there. Front bumper. Let's go ahead and go to the license plates. We're gonna buy 2 of those. I'm gonna put Mom. Actually, we'll put Dad. Why not? There we go. Let's do Dad. I'm a guy. Why not? Alright. Oh, that's my extra plates there. I gotta sell those, by the way. Soccer Dad. headlights in. Let's go ahead and lower the hood again because we don't need that open. Windshield in. Front right fender in. Yeah, I remember I bought this just to restore it as a regular minivan. I wasn't trying to put no Hellcat emblems on it or anything like that. As cool as that might be, I mean, honestly don't really need it. There we go. Let's put this trunk on. Don't have the rear bumper. Okay, I might have to go back to that. Thought I had all the body panels, I guess not. Put this glass in, glass, mirror. Put that front fender in. Okay, I think that's everything with the except. Oh, I forgot the tail light. Except the rear bumper. So let's go back into here. Go to here, and where's rear bumper? I could have did the arch covers. Now that I think, I'm not that committed into this car. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's different, it's cool, but I'm not looking to suit this thing up. I could have bought different doors where it had like a fender arch around here for like a wider wheel or something, but we're just going as stock as we can, which looks like everything's done on it. It retails for a pretty good value, I must say. After you restore it, I would never have thought a minivan would go for $71,000. I'm not entirely convinced that somebody would buy it for that price. Let's see if there's liveries for it. There's no liveries for it. Okay. Let's see, for this van, I think what we're going to do for a color... Now, what's a good color for this van? Let me see. I'm going to just go through the colors here. Not quite sure what I want to do here. I wonder if there's I can make it a gold. I know, or like a beige color. Like a gold. Yeah, you know what? We'll go with this silver color. Why not? Factory color is black though. Yeah, I have too many black cars though. Let's just go with this silver. There we go. I'm curious, I didn't even look. How many horsepower does this engine make? I haven't done anything to it, so it's just a factory one. Makes 343 horsepower. That's not too bad for a minivan. Go ahead and put it out here at one of the garage entrances and we'll take a look at it. Actually doesn't look too bad with the tinted windows when you look at it out here. It's actually pretty decent. Wonder how these open. Do they open? They don't. Only the front door is open. Okay. Oh, because it's a fender, it's not a door. That's why. Okay, that makes sense. I'll take a seat in here. It uses the uses Jeep Wrangler seats and a Jeep steering wheel. So yeah, it's an SRT steering wheel, even though it's not an SRT van. Actually, sounds pretty mean. You know what? Just for shits and giggles, I mean, it's not souped up. We're gonna take it to the speed track, anyways. We're gonna check it out. We're not gonna dyno it because obviously it's just a just the factory dyno or factory motor. No like performance upgrades in it. So, kind of take a look and see how it does here. Be very surprised. It does well. Well, the tack works. That's pretty cool. Oh, and the speedo. Man, roasting them tires. Gotta get them groceries in a hurry. Holy cow, look at that. Popping out the speedo, but that might not be reading right. Gonna have to go off kilometers an hour here. To a stop. 230 kilometers an hour is the top speed in this minivan. Wow. Wow, that is That is a lot faster than I thought this minivan could go. I think it was definitely picking up though, and I was definitely roasting the tires, launching it off the line. That's probably something I wouldn't normally think I'd see out of a Dodge minivan here in Grand Caravan. Definitely a different kind of build, that's for sure. And that's what I wanted to do. When I saw this was a mod, I was like, you know what? I want to get that because I want to do something different. Not your typical exotic car, not a sports car, nothing like that. Just do something different. That's why this super van is here too, because I wanted to do something different here. So, and we're definitely going to when we swap that freaking V12 motor into it. But anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for this episode of Car Mechanic Simulator. Let me know down in the comments below what you thought of this, I guess you could say practical restoration, because it's a practical vehicle for people. Down in the comments below. If you're new to my channel and you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it, as it helps me out, as well as it keeps you informed on the latest and greatest content that I release. If you're not new to my channel and you don't feel like leaving a comment down below, another way to let me know that you enjoyed this episode is by simply clicking that like button. But again, guys, thanks again for watching, and I will see you on another episode of Car Mechanic Simulator. Take care.